Aloha, guys, and welcome once again to another exciting episode of Insane Disappearances. Um, Today's story is going to be about Tina Marie Finley. She went missing on 03/07/1988 in Plummer, Idaho. She was around 25 when she disappeared, and she was 5'6" and 135 pounds. Now, Tina Finley was at a bar the night she disappeared. Uh, um, Now, near the end of the night, a friend of hers, a guy friend of hers, drove her back to the area where she lives, uh, which was on an American Indian reservation. Uh, Now, he said that he dropped her off. Um, he dropped her off at a dirt road near where she lived, and she was never seen again. Now, it was raining real heavy, when Tina was dropped off. Now, some of her belongings were found at that dirt road, like her ID, her shoes, all that stuff was found outside, on the road. And some more of her items was found in an abandoned house. It was like 10 miles south near the city of Dismet. I don't know what, I guess that's part of Idaho, maybe in another town somewhere. Besides the original search, a second search was conducted in early April of 1988, 2 miles south of Plummer along Highway 95, but no new evidence was ever found. Now, the friend who dropped her off has passed the polygraph test, and he's not known as a suspect in her case. Uh, Now, the FBI has entered this case. Once again, that's another key point in a lot of these cases. FBI, for some reason, tends to get involved in these cases, even though there was never a crime committed, because there hasn't been any evidence of a crime yet. They're still, you know, somehow being involved in the case, and I'm pretty sure they probably said they are monitoring the case. Now, if there hasn't been any blood found, or any sign of a struggle, or any sign of any kind of heinous or cruel act, they shouldn't be involved at all. And they definitely shouldn't be involved in cases dealing with children because, like I said, no evidence of a crime is ever found in these cases, but yet they're monitoring it. So obviously, the FBI knows something that we don't know. And I truly, truly believe that. The same thing goes for the higher ups in the National Park Service. They know something that we don't know. Cause let's go back to the Keith Parkins case. When the searchers went out to look for that boy, um, they went all the way out. I'm talking 12 miles out, 19 hours later, to find that boy, and that's where they found him. Now, think about it. How is it that they knew exactly how far they needed to go to find this boy? It does, because any search and rescue team would know they only travel no more than 2 miles at the most. Because a child that young with legs that small is not going to get that far unless he had help. But yet, and still, they knew exactly how far they needed to go out to find him. And they did. They found him, face down in a frozen creek bed, barely alive. So, who knows? They they're being told something that we're not being told because I'm thinking that these people are guinea pigs for some kind of experiment that they're conducting. You know, um, and none of it just makes any sense. Why they would know what's going on and not telling the parents. Now I know in some cases, like I said in my last video, that it's easier for them to believe that they were kidnapped or abducted. Pretty much the same thing, abducted or it was a suicide or a drowning. Those things are believable. But when you don't know what killed these people and you don't know who killed these people, that right there tends to put a stain on people's lives when they can't figure out why their loved ones are gone, and what took them, So, and even if some evidence was found against that, just like excuse me, just like the Dennis Martin case. Now they got the information on this thing that was carrying something on its shoulder that was up on a hill. A family called the Key family saw all this, but for some reason, the FBI and the Park Service decided, they felt the need to lie to Dennis Martin's father from beginning to end. And they tried to say that the numbers don't match as far as the distance and the time it would take to get to that point where he was last seen by the Key family. And the fact that they never told him anything and they lied to him, he died an unhappy man because his son wasn't by his side. So why they're doing this, I don't know. I mean, if they feel like they either don't want to tell us or it is too much for us to bear or handle, I'm the kind of person that says I don't care how heinous, how weird, or how creepy it may be. I still want to know, but I don't think that even if you was to tell them that, or if they knew that you are very well into the unknown and the creepy and all that stuff and all the things that people don't really know too much about. Even if they know that you know, I don't think they still would tell you. You know why? I don't know, but that's just the way these cases are. That's why they're always unsolved, and no one knows what it is that's taking these people, or and they know what they're doing to these people, but they just don't know who. So hopefully one of these days we will find out. But anyway, that's my time. I'm going to continue to, as I said in the past, I'm going to continue to read these cases, and I'll post the videos that I need to post about every case that I read. So stay tuned, and I will return with, like I said, more cases. So anyway, always imparting. Aloha, mahalo, and hui ho. Peace out, guys. Hang loose. Sorry about that.